Alright, YouTube, I'm doing whatever else I post is on, I'm doing a collection update. So let's go ahead and begin. So we have this Filter Queen Majestic. We're going to start this off with my other vacuums with its power nozzle. I think I measured it about 62 CFM. I'm planning to do a different measurement with it today, but 62 CFM with this guy. We have my Simplicity Sport handheld vacuum, mini canister they called it, but I'm just gonna call it vacuum. This guy, for a hand vac, has lots of airflow. This guy, for a hand vac, sorry for the shaking, has 60 or 55 or something like that CFM at the hose. And for a little hand vac, that's actually pretty impressive. So, pretty decent vacuum cleaner. And then we have my Dirt Devil hand vac. This is like the Model 103, but it's not the 103. This motor sounds really bad. I am going to say that as a flat. It sounds really bad. And I don't know why, but it's to the point where I don't want to use it. In fact, I haven't used it for a couple years now, or even touched it. I'm keeping this at least for like a display for like, you know, like I've had these, you know, and it's a good vacuum, that type of thing. So let's move on to the rest. So let's start off with Kirby's oldest to new. So I do have a Kirby Ultimate G Diamond Edition. You can go back through my videos on my channel and check it out, but it's not here at the moment, so I can't include it. It would go in between my G5 and Centria. So let's start this off with the Kirby Classic 3, all refurbished. It is not original. It is somewhat. It has a tradition handle, FNG bag setup, that sort of thing. But you know, the vacuum center guy and I rebuilt the motor, gave it everything it needed, so it runs great. And with the new bearings, it sounds so nice, and its headlight works now. So very awesome vacuum. I like it. 129 CFM at the cleaner head. Its hose performance doesn't mirror that though. It's 70 something, 80 CFM at the hose. Here's my Kirby G5. Oh, by the way, my Kirby Classic 3 was made somewhere in between 1976 and 1978. Somewhere in there. I don't know the exact date though. My G5 was made in 1997. As you can see, it does not have the green indicator light, so it's kind of a rare. Very nice vacuum cleaner. 125 CFM at the cleaner head. I have my Kirby Diamond Edition was made in 2004. It is it has 131, I think, CFM at the cleaner head. Or this one only has 125. Then we have my Kirby Centria 1 with its modification. This guy can get 144 CFM at the cleaner head. And it was made in 2009. So as you can see, I modified it with a whole different bag assembly, with a straight zipper, the newer style mini emptor, and I modified it also with a 50-foot cord. And I replaced a fan, brush roll, and all that stuff in it because it needed it. The G5, I replaced the cord, and what else? I remember, and I replaced the brush roll in it, and that's pretty much all in it. Then we move on to my 2015 Kirby Avalier. The parts I replaced on this were the Tech Drive pedals because they were falling out. Otherwise, I can't recall replacing anything else on this guy. This guy's pretty much for the most part original. Not a surprise considering it's new. This guy has 148 CFM at the cleaner head. Powerful. And the Filter Queen has 62 CFM at the cleaner head, 79 or 72 CFM at the hose. So let's move on to my sanitaires. This is my 2000 Sanitaire SC899 Type E. Parts I replaced on this were obvious. I had to replace the motor, the brush roll. I put a new fan in it because I'm done using it commercially and the old fan had some wear. It was not a necessary thing to do. I just wanted to do it. I replaced the top cord hook because the original one broke. In fact, I went through a few of them. And then, of course, I have replaced the cord because it was frayed in the spot. But I'm thinking, since now it's going to be staying here, if it does not go back to being used commercially, I am going to put an original beige cord hook and cord on it. The bottom part is still original. So that's my SC899E, and obviously it needs a new headlight. I've also replaced the Bristol strips plenty of times. And then the Sanitaire SC899 has 163 CFM at the cleaner head due to the wear the motor has on it. Let's move on to my Sanitaire SC886 Type E. This Sanitaire, this Sanitaire I bought brand new back in 2018, so this one was obviously made in 2018. It is has 183 CFM. I did measure it at 182, but it pretty much is 183 CFM because I did get that with this once. 183 CFM. Modifications I made was instead of a plastic top motor, I put a metal top motor in it a couple years later, and I put a heavy duty commercial shakeout bag on it because I prefer those better. Oh, and that also this SC899 had a paper bag setup. I modified it to a shakeout bag, which is what it originally takes. Moving on to my Sanitaire SC889A. This vacuum is 2 speeds. I obviously bought this in last December, but it was actually made in 2018, which surprised me. It's a Bissell brand too. So I modified this guy to a shakeout bag, and it works quite well. It's one of my favorite sanitaires. Moving on to the big guy. This guy has, as you guys know, I bought recently, so they were made in 2019. But this guy itself was made just now, recently. Uses about 13 amps, 13.8 amps. So this guy, I'm guessing, has 350, 340 CFM. At the cleaner head, this is my Sanitaire SC886F wide track, by the way. So obviously my dad and I made it, so there's a lot of modifications. And this guy has like 340, 350 CFM. So very powerful. I'm going to use it at my church. And the sanitaires themselves, I haven't modified in any way. I haven't even replaced the belts yet. But as you can see, it's a cord, power strip. So, yeah. So that is my collection for this update. As you can see, all my vacuums are just sitting here. So I hope you enjoyed this collection update. Lots of vacuums to go over. But anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.